part of the workflow. So basically, the humanitarian OpenStreetMap team set up this tasking manager as part of the workflow for mapping. That way, you create a task here, you specify what the task is about, then you can map basically with a theme in mind. I don't know if you can see from my screen, there's a disaster response somewhere, and this tasking manager is worldwide. But you can also search based on the tasks. For example, the different levels of mappers, which, there's beginner mapper, which is what I selected for this one. But I also wanted a project in Nigeria. So if I search for Nigeria, it gives me the beginner mapper tasks that are for Nigeria, and there are quite a number of them. So I was thinking that we'll use one of these ones because that is the easiest way to follow the workflow. Now, everything that you also do is stored and saved on the system. All the edits that you make, and this task manager platform does a very good job at managing all of that. So there are different, as you can see, the different tasks there. Each one at the bottom shows you the progress level. The gray is the contributions. The red is validation. So we can see that there's this Yola, there's Shomolu, there's Enugu, but I want us to use the Yola one. So each task is usually set up with a description. And this description here, these people have mentioned that, okay, they want to map buildings to include flood preparedness, because we know that there's a lot of flooding going on in Nigeria right now. And from the tasking manager, you can actually see that the last contribution was 1 hour ago. The types to map are streets and buildings. I mean, it puts it right there. Then it also talks about the satellite imagery that is going to be used, and it's allowed for a beginner mapper. So in the description, they talk about flooding, and the people that set this up, Geohazard Risk Mapping Initiative, they're working on flood modeling of some locations in Nigeria, and they set up this task, which anyone can contribute. So I will now try to log in to. So right now I'm just on the site itself, and I'm actually logged in. I don't know if you can see the top left corner. That is me. That is my own user account. So the next thing to do now is to select this contribute. And once I do that, the screen changes and now shows me the different tasks that are available to be mapped, all with a color scheme. I don't know if you can see the colors. The house. There's one more. There are three buildings in this compound, and this is basically, the people that did the mapping of Bauchi. This is basically how they did it. So, I mean, hopefully we're going to be able to do some more sessions where I can introduce, this is introducing you to the mapping platform and how to contribute. Then we can also even identify specific places that we may want to map on our own, create a project around it. If there's something that is of interest to your agency or in your office, we can create a project. The satellite imagery is available. Like I said, I mean, that's it that we're looking at. That's what we're using. It's been provided by, I think, Maxa. This was provided free, but you can't download it. You can only use it to extract features, things like this. So let me say, because I was even hoping that maybe at this one, other people could share their screens, but maybe we'll wait until the next one. So you can even see from it said what I have done. I've created 5 buildings, 5 houses. If I select upload, those changes are going to OpenStreetMap. And because I'm logged in, and you have to be logged in to see all of this. All of these edits are going under my user account. So there's the other side of that compound there, but it's outside of the purple line, so I can't. Now this building is being obscured. There's something here, but it's been obscured by the road. So you usually try not to get things to overlap. So I'll just put a little square there, at least to signify that there's something there. One of the things about this flood mapping is to from this kind of platform, you can identify the buildings that have been impacted before and after the floods. This particular satellite imagery, I think, is 2020. So this actually gives us like a baseline of the buildings, possibly the buildings that were there before the flood.
Thank you, sir, for the wonderful work, sir.
Okay, so
So
this is a
my
very
question
easy
is
one.
regarding to this taxi manager. You know, we have an account with OpenStreetMap,
Yes.
but we are not using, and then we keep on practicing since the last time you left us. But
Okay.
we are not using this taxi manager.
So yeah, but this is how you
Well,
should. This is what you should use because this makes it
okay,
easier. Okay. I mean, you can go to OpenStreetMap and just edit by yourself, but the likelihood that you're editing at random and just adding buildings, and stuff like that. But if you use this tasking manager, this is how they want it to
yeah.
be done now.